at the very least. Otherwise, they probably have an M249, but not on the pistol round. They're going straight into the B bomb side for Teams Into the Pajamas with some flashbang support. But look at this rotation. Not even stepped foot on the site yet, and there's already 4 people here to versus pro.
Oh yeah, the stack was good, but NIP dismantled it. I was also having a look at like the recent history as to how
we've got Sapphire mashing the keyboard for this series as well, bringing you
Heather
all the great glory.
G Money, G Unit, the girl herself.
Doing the visuals. Oh, Yakinda, second click of the round. Somehow, some way, this is a 5-on-2 within seconds. I don't really know. NIP have been swept on this A site, setting up very slowly behind the ramp. And Yakinda, he's just on a mad one right now. I think we're going to have one hell of a tournament out of him if we, judge from what we've seen from the group stage so far. And maybe a flawless force for VP, unless Nort can do something dirty. He's already being flanked though, and Jame will clean it up. AKs galore for VP and Rich. The MP5 SD is in this game, right? You know, it used to be so much fun, James, but I don't know, they kind of killed it. Oh, Hampus is killing it. Sanji getting deeked out of the round. Buster will fall as well. That is filthy.
There's been a lot of Deagle kills in these here rounds at the beginning of Mirage, which at least shows that everybody's come to play. Seeing plenty of sharp headshots delivered. Virtus Pro now have a decision to make, but perhaps it'll be made for them by the likes of Twist, maybe not.
Yeah, one player feeding there is fine. A second one will be a problem. Plopsky left the ramp though to go back towards top middle, and I think VP had already decided the second that they lost 2 players.
Be bomb site.
Yeah, we've seen some big entries there from Hampus, but that is the one man dead for NIP. Jame on the site with the orb as well. Oh, he's so low, but he nails the headshot first bullet. Repositions for a second fight, and Yakinda has killed some. In the meantime, Jame with another, and this round looks done. Dead, locked up, locked in, maybe, but Jame doesn't take the final shot. He definitely could have had that kill. The second orb will instead. VP running double orb just early into this game and having great success with it. Flawless round. This is so...
Everybody else wondering about B. No aggressive positions for VP apart from Kika. Surely this rifle's going to get lost. Indeed, it will be lost immediately.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward now for VP. You do have this big flank from Yakinda coming in, and Jame, in the meantime,
do it.
Over towards jungle has snuffed one more out, but it is this wrap from Yakinda that could do it all. And somehow, VP, things weren't looking good in the beginning of this round. They end up stumbling back to their feet, and they end up locking it in with 3 still alive. So that's sick, man, to get away with that. Especially when you lose the first man.
Kicker in a great position to get multiple kills. 3 in the palace. They're going to walk through smoke. If they go through this, oh, he sees the barrel. That's a freebie, and it's a double as well. Bomb goes flying towards him. He mollies it. The orb could take a blind shot, but Jame picks up the ramp player instead, and Hampus is too late to the party.
All because of the barrel of a gun poking out that smoke. It's very unfortunate for Ninjas in Pajamas. And again, considering how much money Virtus Pro have, just look at it. It's out of control what the full strat was. I think normally it's just a sheer mistake. Rez and Plopsky dead early. And again, if anybody's watching this back, there is a smoke which you can throw where even if there's a molly, window is still smoked cleanly, no gaps. Not done from the bin side, but the other side of spawn. So for now, there's a 4 versus 3 for Virtus Pro. We could see there's some high ground for NIP towards that B bomb site. But what is Hampus's role in this? He's top mid at the moment. I think he's just smoked top connector. Indeed, he has.
Oh, he found another.
That could be so useful for him. Could attract attention towards mid because there's dry peaks in B apps in the meantime. Twist picking without the bomb. Now they start to wonder. Hampus is trying to creep up. Superior angle. Buster closest to the corner of contention. Keeps Hampus alive. Oh boy, James is fast with that AWP. 24 seconds for Hampus now. 1 versus 3. And James ready for him as well.
Honestly, he's got to be one of the fastest AWPers in the game.
You and me got to cast these guys right, and the storyline going into that is someone will be getting kicked. And now they're looking really, really sick. Kind of scary as well. Still feels like they've got even more to give. NIP this round, they're getting churned up over at the B-bomb site. 3 players here for VP, a lock in 4 actually. And they get that one flawlessly, so money made now.
At the minute mark. The bomb rotating out of B-Apps towards A, where Twist is on the ramp. I expect the bomb will join him. It looks like a split will be attempted. Kika traded after a nice shot onto Plopsky. Rez could be in trouble. He has North for support, but not expecting Buster's angle. The trades, though, keep going in favor of NIP.
Oh, they've done well to turn this into what it is now. They're pressuring the man over here in jungle. They're not going to overextend. It is James after all. James actually looking like you. Yeah, I was going to say, what are we witnessing? That's a little out of character as he's peering in. And
the attention was on Buster because of his D. Because man, this guy is such a young talent, and it's so great seeing this whole team still succeed. And Kicker looks so good on this A site right now. 4 on 3.
Well, thanks for playing, Hampus. See you next week.
Oh, it's bullying.
That is unreal, man. He tries to get up through the smoke. It's all left on to Rez. Tagged by the AWP the first time around. And they don't flush him out. So 10 on the board for VP. Looking real clean right now. Really nice.
Zoo in Talon once. And there was a polar bear and a grizzly bear just sitting in basically prison cages.
Oof.
Oh. Rez and Plopsky remain. Sanji trying to hold on to the bomb site. But it'll be a 3 versus 2 retake. Yekindar makes his way beyond the molly, back into it again. Plopsky creeping through, looking to win this final round now. It's a very good angle for him. Get lining up as well. It's a 3-man spray down for Plopsky. Not too shabby a way to end.
If you found yourself in this server where on both sides, you know, these players are terrifying. Buster holding on to Palace. He's opened the round up, just gets rewarded with the Glock, you know, sits around, waits out his time. Now they're in a 5-on-4. Oh, connected by the way. There's the barrel. Bye-bye. Another one locked in for VP. Feeling good about it now.
Twist closing the distance. Plopsky will be heard on the rotation. You know there's one CT at the very least. 2 USPs have been collected by Virtus Pro, evening the range versus Plopsky and Twist. Very awkward now for Ninjas in Pajamas. Only Kevlar to be lost. No kit on the players who are alive. Not sure if there's one on the sites. And now Plopsky is very much outnumbered. They'll get there eventually, absorbing the bullets until there's no HP left.
Not many trains left.
There is no terrain, that's the problem. There is no survival. You will die.
That's why I like having you here, because you got bare stories, man. You know what I mean? So we're
big up yourself.
Yeah, man. We're into this this little 2-on-4, and it's gotten kind of juicy. You know, it's just these pistols, and it still is just the pistols. And wow, they find the round with just the pistols.
Whoa.
Who knew? 6 on the board for an IP. That's a little more exciting.
Well, right now, it's Rush B, I'll plant A, and it might actually work. No one's on the site. They've dropped on in. Mollies are good, but the bomb plant's found, and yeah, NIP were playing safe, right? They weren't actually playing in the A site, at least drawn out by some of the B pressure, but no one sat default, no one to stop the plant. That's a good round for VP. They had Glocks and flashes, so money made. And a round saved for NIP. Up to 8. I thought this was going to be a
flush Rez out of the connector with that Molotov as well. Plopsky's still here, but on the swing, good for 1. There's the trade for Sanji. And now he waits. He's applying a lot of pressure just by being in connector. The rest of the team now try and get in, and that's a big flick from Buster. Oh, Sanji wins his fight in the connector as well. And suddenly you're down to 2 if you're NIP.
It's really rough. Buster will get taken out. There will be a trade which leaves Norkin in 1 versus 3. Bomb has not been planted though. Where does he go with the scope? Focus on default. Kiko and Palace. You hear one falling back towards jungle. Now he's got nowhere to go. Unless he drops a smoke down, which actually gives him a route for escape.
Now what he needs to do here is throw his AWP on bench and pull out his P250 and start taking fights. See,
he would have survived otherwise if he did that.
Now he's giving James an AWP. Look, James got an AWP. How's that fair? We saw that in that other game the other day, but it's always a pleasure. James, it's just not, it's not fair, really. It's just so ready. He just, it looks like you're watching a Waller because he is just Wing to the, he runs down mid, zero fear, W's up to find the ticket
and then
guy.
scopes
It's
ticket,
like,
yeah.
what, you're scoping ticket 10 seconds into the round. You just, yeah, I won't die from short or mid or con or window. Like, smoke was down short, but even so, James, absolute legend of the game. And I hope we have him here for a while. 13-8, and this one is almost done. What about you, James? What team do you like on what map?
I quite enjoy Virtus Pro on Dust 2. I think a lot of teams have absorbed things from the way they play on Dust 2. Obviously, the obvious thing is the smokes towards the A bomb side.
In spawn, opening cases during live rounds, and so that's advice that maybe both of you could take home today.
We won by landslide.
Yeah, we won those games, dude. We were just AFK till we were in like a 2v2 opening
now,
cases.
Keep in mind, some of those games were broken matchmaking. We did queue 5 globals and get in an MG2 game. That didn't really feel too bad.
It's like I always say, man, CS is easy if you play against the right people. And look at this, right? Plopsky over here in the ladder room. He's been good in this position. He gets that little kill. Chips away at VP, trying to go even further as well. Will he spot the man out here in middle? No, he doesn't. Sanji there, ready and raring to go. It's Hampus back here in CT, and he's calling for a rotate. But at this point, man, I don't know. This A site is already falling into the hands of the enemy. Twist is rotating round, but the bomb's going down now for VP, and this is a really rough spot for Nip to be in. Someone's got to go huge, and it has to be Hampus. He really doesn't have a choice in the matter anymore. There's the first, but the tag comes in, and that will solidify the save to give away 15. Might hit a good timing here. Now, Plopsky's flank is in the hands of his teammates here inside of this A site, right? They've just got to buy him some time.
A lot of jiggling happening. 17 seconds, things become awkward now. James risks losing. No, he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Twist doing what he can, leaving James alone now. 1 versus 2. Low time on the clock. AWP might be collected, but Plopsky can't.
Raz instead looking to be that first point of contact over here at short side. He hears the footsteps in the apartments. That's got him off the shore. There's the peak from Plopsky, but out of the round because of Kicker. Into the 3-on-4. VP, 25 seconds. They've left it down to the wire. If they do want to go for this and up through connector, they get blindsided by Nork. Time is the real enemy of VP in this round, and they're already saving. They're giving it up. So 10 on the board for NIP. Still trying to make this comeback happen.
I love how James just put his sticker straight on the head of the Dragon Lord. No F's given whatsoever. Oh, we still have 5 game points for Virtus Pro.
Look dead on the money, but late to shoot. Oh, Yakinda's out. Con, is he going to clear this angle? Surely not. Nork has him with his back turned. Hampus back to the site. Buster with an entry. So good at finding these picks out. Palace, it's a good grenade down on the ramp side. 2 players cross-firing, but Nork peeks out early and dies. Hampus drops the bomb, but he's trapped underneath. He's going to try and force engagements. Kicker with a headshot. And somehow, someway, VP are making this work. But that bomb crossing is a whole different kettle of fish. They are getting boiled alive by Twist. Dropping another. Kick it in the clutch to close the map, and he might just have it on the palm of his hand. Twist giving it up, saying if you want that bomb, go and take it. And he uses the time to wrap all the way around spawn. This is a really good call. Kicker is playing so patient. By the time he starts considering this, it's already too late.
Surely Twist peeks and sees the bomb is still there. Oh, now he knows all he needs to know. There we go. Another one in the bag. A little too safe for Kika.
Contact out ramp, and I don't know if that's going to be working now with 3 players here for NIP. You need those walls of smoke, but that's a great entry. Buster nailing Hampus and chasing the AWP as well. Kika's providing at least enough pressure from Palace that this jungle player can't swing and help out on the bench. Rez is now trapped, but missed shot from Buster, and now you really want those smokes down if you're VP. They've got top con, but again, that jungle swing can come through, and the CT players are moving out as well. Twist killing Buster, and Sanji's owning B at the meantime. The bomb is on its way, and the last player of VP on a huge rotation, but this position inside of B for Sanji could be the game winner.
Timing between Plopsky and Kika will be interesting as well. In the apartments, you can see Plopsky going up the stairs now, but he will have the better angle. Kika just in time. Will you expect a second player, however? Well, never mind. They all get deleted at the same time. 16-12 for versus ET's side. James spotting with the Glock. I think if someone's going to spot there, they might as well have a P250. But anyway, Sanji gets insta-gibbed towards long, and we've got NIP with some presence in mid, looking for any more lurkers, which will maybe put him out of position for a B play, which seems to be coming in. Nork is making his way over towards B, though. There's a smoke for the door itself, even with the lurk smoke out. Twist making his way to that car position, rotation coming through. After delivering kills in the meantime, and that leaves James alone as the last man to fall on the B bomb site. Surely it's coming. There it is from Rez. NIP take the pistol. Swift.
Short side just for a moment at least, right? Just to give him a little bit more room to play with. Now that this smoke is down on Cat, NIP are looking back into the site, but there's the tap that deals with Plopsky, and now holding the mid rotate is Sanji as well, just to sweeten the deal. And this is already a save for NIP, or at least it should be. And maybe they get Sanji in top mid. They don't manage that even. So yeah, just the save cemented.
And when things go very quiet out of spawn like this on Dust 2, you often assume that it's going to be some sort of B play. Obviously, they don't have the mid info right now, which is dangerous. It means that VP could be on Cat. They're not. They're exploding the site. Twist and Hampus crossfire, dropping the bomb. Good headshot for Yakinda. They know Twist is tucked to the car. He's fighting for this package of flashes in, but Twist goes wide with a double, and Kicker is late to the tunnels, rather, or the party. And might have to save. Oof. Save's good though. It means he can buy next, and you know, I mean, he was going to get a bit of loss. It would be fine. He's got 3k, but this is also good. It means he can drop a gun over and buy.
Slowly waiting things out. NIP have no business hunting at the moment. They've got to secure their own money after that round prior. AWP will be
going to be flashing their way into the A site. Molly is good. Yakinda goes ahead of it, though. He knows this orb can't see him from the corner. There's a man in Goose to clear out, and Yakinda does a great job. Twist is dead as well. The orb picked apart by James, and in the pit sits one man, but he can't really play into this round. Seconds in to the execute, and VP haven't taken a single point of damage, but they have netted 3 kills. And surely a second round. Creepy Crawley is Buster. Twist for the D, needs some big spam work here. Oh, they clear him, he's tucked to the corner. Sanji does, looking away. Great entry. VP can now smoke the door and just guarantee the round. Force NIP out of this one to save. James could even take further players down after time. Oh, they're going to walk right by him. Plopsky checks it, fair play, but still a kill for James. And there's more in the spawn. Oh, get out of there, buddy.
Feeling a bit aggressive today. Unless he went the other way around. He'll soon be met by Nork with the AWP, jumping into the angle. There it goes. assumptions were made, and things may become painful now for NIP after the opportunities they gave themselves.
Yeah, VP had so much room to back out mid, get the bomb, grab the AWP. There are still guns in the middle, so they can be picked up with the players pushing at the top mid, but smoke on the cross, double down, and now the bomb can make its way to the site. Popsky's grabbed the AWP in the smoke, using it to his advantage. His flank is never coming through as Twist will just group with his team. Bomb has still made it. Plopsky, a boost will be a really good play here. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Throwing the M4 up on the Timothy top. And the spray is good. Sanji will trade. They know now Plopsky is here near. And Twist has actually gone back on the flank only to reconsider. He could have really had an opportunity to strike them in the back line, but he doubles back towards Cat. 15 seconds. Sanji, he's read it well. He plants for long. He knows short. Likely to rotate with this player not having come in time yet. It's still a risk, though. 50-50, and 3 kills already for Sanji. 8 bullets. Coming right up the catwalk. Oh, the move. Oh, he didn't spot him. Sanji has no idea, but it goes both ways. He's got to know. Too much time has ticked off. He has to know Twist's sight. He's making noise, and Sanji just flicks him in the face. Twist had to run. He knew he could have been long with the plant there, so...
They could have done a close smoke for CT spawn to avoid that AWP getting secured by ninjas in pajamas. Not everybody knows that one. I've only seen MSL use it, actually. Never seen anybody else use it, but it's good to know. Well then, Hampus has given NIP a chance. I say that though, his teammates don't believe, and they will be backing away to T-spawn. So seeing repeated that maneuvering of ninjas in pajamas but having to hold on to weapons. We saw some aggression when they...
Corner smoke misses, NIP throw their own to cross to the pit, and Rez gets there in time, but Kicker is keeping that position in mind. Rez, oh boy, he's going to get Molly pushed out open, Kicker dead, and Rez now with a chance for a double down. He's done it with the smoke, finding a third, and that's a beautiful hold from Rez. It's actually Propsky to help him out there as well. James gets a B pick, but that is it. Far away from the action. And no bomb either.
See Hampus not moving from B, not wanting to get caught out on the rotation, having no idea where James could be. Well, it could be everywhere apart from long right now. And Hampus, that's $50. So losing the AWP would not be worthwhile. So James got 1 minute to consider his options. He's got $10,000 in the flashes. Dispatching of 4. Well then, AWP versus AWP. Pulls out the HE grade when he's got a Tech 9. Interesting approach. Get caught in between with the USP.
In the mid to B. If Rez just drops immediately, they should have a strong hold on this site, but... Oh, that's a great kill. Nothing for Kicker. Now the B play desperate, and Twist has picked up one. Hampus waiting at the doors to draw them in. Twist doing more damage by the second, and they can't get him out of this position. They're being mollied back and forward. No one knows where to go, and maybe back to spawn is the only solution. Kinder, does he throw the AWP out? I mean, they've got a double anyway, so it won't really make a difference. So he's going to try and convolute things, get a kill on an aggressing CT. He might find one in spawn.
Oh, he had a little bit of faith, but only for a moment. Plopsky nailing him. 5 on the board for
aggressive position on B, which being a man down may help them towards A. Because see Hampus moving now, wandering with the AWP. His teammates may need some support here. Plopsky will look to create some space and thwart the timing. Spray is nice. One must be careful though. There's plenty of players who could spray back. Not sure how many have been identified. You can see North swinging now, adding some utility as well. HE won't make a fatal connection. Sanji looking to face the site now, 21 HP. Has an angle on a sniper. How does North go for the re-peek now? Needs some utility support. There's a smoke to create some space. Sanji will fall to the flames, heading towards 20 seconds to plant his bomb now. 2 versus 3 in favor of ninjas in pajamas.
Oh,
Uh-oh, look at the orbs, they're walking up. It's not even a retake. They're here before the bomb makes it to the site. Good luck. Hampers in the back, and Nork will help him out. That's so brutal. That molly thrown in. Oh, Nork. Knives out. Good shot. James has been getting picked apart in this map. Not quite the same as the last. Cat. Oh, he kills the orb like nothing. Rez is on the wide angle though, is able to trade. That could have been massive if Yakinda gets away. Oh, can he not see? It looked like he had it. Maybe someone called that off of Buster's POV on his head. But now he's dead, and 2v4 with a flank out long as well. This looks done. Well played by NIP. They've been, you know, given a chance here.
They're waiting for you to peek. Unless you surmise them to have no money. Would have been a mistake here. Not much Kika can do about that just yet, but he gets 2 for his patience. 4 versus 2 now for Virtus Pro in the last round of this first half. You can see Plopsky by those middle doors and Twist not too far away in the B bomb site. But Virtus Pro biding their time. Got 3 in the tunnels from top to bottom, all around, with Sanji on short. And then there was 1. Well, it'll be 7 rounds for Virtus.
Look at the CT setup though.
Oh,
2 there,
that's juicy.
and 4 in middle. Oh, quick goosh. They're not going to push off of it though.
Ooh, little USP tap from Buster. And now the rest of NIP down 3 lower tunnels. But look at James with the aim. Maybe even best in the game. Who knows? Holding on to mid. I only settled that because it rhymed. James nuts. But
Put some respect on James, man.
well, you know, I did just say best in the game. Don't
Then
get
you immediately
much more respectful than that.
took it away.
Well, yeah, can't give him praise for too long. Ego would get too big, wouldn't it?
He can't hear us, don't worry.
Oh,
It's just
kick
me
out.
and you.
It's just us. Me, you, and James hanging out. No one else can hear a word. Look at this inside of the A site. Twist, waiting, trying to buy time. You want to know why? Big hammers, big H-man, wrapping up through short, and now he's really got to deliver. Now the bomb, I don't think is planted for him. Oh, it's up. Is it up on top? I can't actually tell. Yeah, I don't think it's planted. Yeah, kind of is. They're boosting though to, or not boosting. He's up on the half wall to grab the defuse.
Yo,
that's a neat way to defuse that.
I've never seen anyone.
With a smoke towards T spawn. Don't
Mine.
see that too often. There's a big reposition from Virtus Pro. Keep an eye on him on the radar. This will be heard though by Hampus. But even though he's heard it, there's only 3 players left in Ninjas in Pajamas. There's a swing on long now and a 2-man spray down from Yakinda. Virtus Pro, savage aggression in round number 2. Hampus now 1 versus 5 with the AK-47. The first engagement will cost him most of his health. At this point, he's somewhat doomed to lose the AK-47, but maybe he can make it expensive for Virtus Pro. Take some of their weapons away as well. 47 seconds, and James creeps with the scout. What is safe now for Hampus? Over the top of the smoke, Kiket's got the York. Worst scenario for Hampus, and Virtus Pro make it to 9.
Yeah, he couldn't have.
Because James is very fast indeed. I remember at E-League, Skadoodle was significantly the fastest reacting player. I wonder how James would match up to him in that respect. Doing pretty good though. Versus the people who are still left in Counter-Strike. 5 on 3 now. Again, that rotation heard, and that's going to be a swing from NIP, but he didn't get anything out of it. And now Nork's the one in no man land who gets victimized by Virtus Pro. 5 versus 2. The bomb is stuck. Plopsky needs help. Help is on the way from Twist, but where can they go?
Oh, good flash. They're still fighting the headshot angle. There's so much blood. Hard to see the targets. Just keep tip-tapping. Plopsky is alone. 1 on 5, and the cat flank. Well, some missed shots, but Kiki gets the kill eventually, and VP find 11 with a flawless round.
Out. And we're walking into a crossfire. Maybe Hampus can get something done in the meantime. Sanji holds on to his Molotov, even though he's very alone on this A bomb site. James could potentially flash behind him. Oh, he's in trouble now. That molly's coming way too late. Swing and a miss from James. Sanji's limited in where he can peek. Manages to avoid the flashbang at the very least. Bomb dropped on the site. You'll hear that. Got your Kindar for support as well, I think. Well, Kiko was here. Here's your Kindar swinging first. Sanji's still alive somehow. Ooh. And there he is, Sanji. Rez makes his way up long. Got to land some deagle shots. There's one, and he's found himself an AWP now. Sanji low health. Could get tagged by a one deagle shot in that short boost position. Rez doesn't know where he is. High ground or low, it's uncertain. But there are 25 seconds to plant this bomb. That much is certain. And that clock is only getting worse. But how patient will Sanji be? He's got the footsteps now and knows the position. Rez still checking everywhere. Sanji starting to creep. Could be Gandalf as well. There he is. Says hello. And it's a 12th round for versus Pro.
Very well played, especially considering they last saw him on site, right, with the bomb dropping spawn. He's made the read ahead of time. No insinuation that NIP were going mid to B, but they dropped the smoke, they speeded up fast, and Ikinda goes through it to trade 1-for-1. Only Buster at B, and he's gone as well. No hold on this site. They needed that kill, and now the retake is going to be so difficult, almost impossible, if not guaranteed by that death of Sanji. So James got to get out of there with the orb, but don't worry, he's great at that. They're already hunting. They know.
But that's one of the things that's
getting closer, actually. Could get caught by flashbang here. Actually, no one's in position to throw one. They're all a little bit too close. Sanji will see the footwork first. There's a flashbang for him, and down goes Twist. Support flash from Buster will give great position and numbers for versus Pro. Nork is alone now. 1 versus 5. No one's been taken out just yet. Tagged through the corner of the wall. Nowhere to go as we've got TTs in T spawn. Versus Pro make it to 13.
What a play by VP to put both orbs in the...
Our first flash goes over.
3 here.
Now he's ready. Don't know how that doesn't connect. Buster. Oh, really getting cheated out of these, isn't he? Oh, dear. Eventually, something's got to hit. Instead, it's the swing from door that saves the day. Kicker with the mow down. Just Hampus left. AK and a Deagle in the 1v4 up through Cat. Doesn't like what he sees, and I can't say I blame him.
I gotta say, I feel like NIP committing there is a bit of a silly move. They group 4 tunnels, they spot the orb, taking it near flawlessly. Maybe James can be killed here by Hampus, but he'll probably need to jump off the box. So Kicker will see him, and that's the kill to find 4 for Kicker and 14 for VP.
Get to catwalk, you've just got to jump and hope that you survive the journey, which they will, luckily enough. Quick reaction from Twist. There's the re-peek at short, and he's doubled down. James is wrapped from long as well, and that's kind of sloppy for VP there. That one kind of falls apart. It's great work from Twist, you know, to get the 2 entries. Those 2 players trying to trade each other. James caught looking over towards Cat, right, but already long's been given up, and NIP will push down. So it is just this save, 10 on the board for NIP. As once again, right, they're out for NIP. If they're able to find Buster, has huge implications look into the future. That's why we see them so vigorously trying to hunt down this saving player. They really want to get this orb out of Buster's hands, and they just can't seem to find him. They can't seem to deal with him. And so he...
Maybe we'll see if he knows the palm tree flash. Perhaps not, though, because teams at B split will be on. The bomb is to be collected in the tunnel by Plopsky, if not Twist. Chico's made some space for himself. Nobody rotating in from spawn at present. That org will be savage at the back of the bomb site. Down goes the bomb, leaving Nork in a 1 versus 3 to try and fix things, try and retrieve things. And the quick scope onto Sanji. Flashbang doesn't go where he would have liked. Can wallbang that position for the boost spot, but Kiko will get that final kill and put versus Pro on match point.
Yeah, he's won them their last 2 rounds with...
Ooh. Now that's sad for NIP. They've lost a man early. They try to build back in, and these are good trades at least to leave the round open. Now, did they see Sanji just get down into the pit? They've already been swung from long. They're not ready for another man. And now suddenly the implications of this early mid-fight, leaving NIP a man down, up against 15, become all too clear. Hampus and Rez left alive to try and keep NIP in this game. And they've got it down to a 2-on-2 thanks to Hampus, who has been lights out in this series. Really doing everything he can to keep that dream alive for NIP. Him and Reg leaving a kill as well, but no one's going to come his way. So they get past Jame, but he's very, very quick on this rotation. Could just even elect to drop down through the catwalk instead. Silent flanking around behind, and he just misses the timing. Is this going to be an attempt at the clutch for Jame, or will it just be the save? Because the money is pretty screwed for VP. So that might force his hand to just keep the AWP alive.
That is a awful shame for VP. And it means they can't really like heavy buy into the next. They should just get a couple of grenades and a kit.
So they're essentially giving themselves a third buy here.
Yeah.
By playing it very, very safely. Masters of the numbers games. It's funny, even a factory new FAMAS has this kind of wear. Because this is how they
Taking over the steering wheel. And Plopsky. Oh no! Oh, it's him. Foot down, pedal to the metal as he goes in towards this this A site. Said metal, mate. Oh, they've dropped the bomb. The FAMASes show up. The FAMAS best gun in the game. We were all saying it till moments ago. That Molotov going to complicate things a little bit. Forces a player to go deep at the catwalk. Sanji out on a limb. Are they trying to boost a man up? They are. They're trying to get Sanji's support, but that opens them up to this mid-wrap. Shut down one of these players on the boost. They're trying to hound down the other. This has all gotten a little too chaotic for my liking. And oh, Sanji's out. Kicker left in now the 1v1. And he's in with the swing. But Nork keeps it NIP 14-15.
Crikey.
And this is it for
Spawn. Obviously, the danger waiting here is VP can get inquisitive and take control. They can push B, they can early rotate out knowing that that's clear. But right now, it just looks like NIP want to cross towards A. No kit in this round either. Don't like that. Oh my, Kickert! That is despicable. 3 kills in 1 spray. It's done. It's the game. Kick it kills them all. And James has shut it down. That's the playoffs continuing for VP.